Hello, can you all see me? Hi, everyone. I'm CM Veritas, and this is Salsa Spooky Stories. Trying to find a good place to sit around and enjoy these beautiful stories amongst these little... Okay, maybe not these guys. These guys are very angry. He's very angry. He's a little... There we go. So I find a nice place to sit underneath the stars. Oh! We have a special guest. It is CM Oda!
Well, hi there, everybody. Happy Thursday. Oh, geez, there's some sounds coming out of that TV.
There are. Now everyone can hear all the beautiful sounds. Maybe we'll just sit here, underneath the tree, right here. Less things to kill me. This is a really good spot. So, if you can find me, feel free to join us in-game and can take some lovely pictures. Okay, maybe in the sun. I like the sun. I can't decide. I'm very indecisive right now. Normally, I've moved my character to a location, but I decided to, Ooh, wait, no, we'll go over there.
Mind if I move the chat over to the TV?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Oh, want me to move that?
Sure.
Right there? Hey, so, just so you know, we have a new setup. So now everyone's words are displayed over there and we can see all the lovely things you're telling us without having to go squeak.
Oh, okay. It says need to fix your chat window. Let me
Oh, how?
get in there for a sec.
What did our chat window do? Uh-oh. Oda is our expert. I can actually just hide off in the corner. All you see is a chair. Woohoo!
Yeah, sometimes the chat gets a little,
Wonky.
yeah. It's mostly that it kind of doesn't know.
Oh, there we go. Is that better, Lanesta?
There we go.
Sweet. So, we have some fun little events. So if I remember correctly, we're at the haunted house by Toiryu, I think.
Yes, that was a terrifying tale of a terrifying tale.
Yes.
Of terror.
So, we have this anonymous song that was written into us. We have no idea who it was by. It's by Muir.
Are we actually able to bring up like a karaoke of the Monster Mash to have in the background?
Oh, don't worry. I have something for you.
Oh boy.
I found the music, although I realize I don't think this music is just the music. It has a little bit of the audio or the words in it. So just ignore the words.
Can I take a look for...
Yeah, no, go ahead. It's very anonymous. Yes. Who could have it possibly been written by? We have no idea.
So yeah, I hope everybody's having a nice Thursday so far. Let's see.
Is that it right there? It's like the Monster Mash karaoke. Don't worry, you don't need words. We have words provided for you.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the lyrics, right?
So those are your lyrics. Let's.
Ah, perfect. Hopefully people are still able to see everything. Let's move that over here. I was working in West Mjolnir late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For baby pourings from Elemental Academy, and suddenly, to my surprise, they did the mash. They did the pouring mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was an Academy
We
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
We did the mash.
They did the pouring mash. From Bouquet Town to Mjolnir East, to the Dare Desert where the condors feast. The guildies all came from their battle and woe to find a guild cape from a event long ago. They did the pouring mash. It was an academy smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the pouring mash. The Guardians were having fun. The party had just begun. The rogues were about to arrive. Oops. We're back by Bijou the Witch. Wait. Sorry, I'm getting lost. Okay, here we go.
So then, yeah, it does the whole.
Varitas and Done. The scene was rockin', all were ignoring any glitch. I'm Derays on Chains, back by Bijou the Witch. The rogues were about to arrive. With their vocal grouped, can I get a revive? They did the pouring mash. It was an academy smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the pouring mash. Out from his tomb, Osiris' voiced ring seems he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the door and shook his fist and said, I'll give you the XP, let's just coexist. It's now the pouring mash. It was an academy smash. It caught on in a flash. It's now the pouring mash. Now everything's cool, Cyrus is a part of the band. My pouring mash is the hit of the land. For you, the mortals, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them you're sent you. Then you can pouring mash and do the academy smash. You'll catch on in a flash. Then you can pouring mash. Mash good. Kyle, you impetuous young thing. Keel. Oh, thank you.
That was awesome.
I have a very limited range, so I need this as a ringtone. Thank you.
Well, I wouldn't go too far because we have something. Let's see. Oh, wait, there's a Tale of Apartment 214 first.
Ew.
Oh, it's the Tale of 214 was a little bit too high for our
Little risque.
little bit. But we have a fun one called Midgardian Nights, which I know Oda, being a huge Disney fan, would appreciate singing.
Is there a karaoke version of that song?
Let's see.
I know there must be. I think I've sung it before.
There's gotta be. There is.
Try the cutoff one.
Which one? GCS, just technology.
Because one thing is that, yeah, this is a short version. I think the Broadway musical version is the long one.
It's 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Definitely. Yes.
Oops. Oh, okay, it's not going to have the words pop up. Oh, I come from a rock, from a virtual place where the noobs and trolls roam. Where its pub is immense and the trash talk's intense. It's madness, but hey, it's home. Where the players forget to take a bath, take a rest, and the tacos develop a yeast. Come on down, stop on by, hop a Caffra and fly to another Midgardian night. Midgardian night, like Midgardian days. More often OP runes. Dead Sea Tupperware still works.
I just read something interesting on that particular character.
Yeah, the fan theory. That they're kind of like...
Yeah, there's a fan theory, but apparently the creator finally confirmed that it is true. So, I don't know if anyone knows, but the seller in the beginning, the fan theory has always been that that's actually the genie.
Yeah, because it was also voiced by Robin Williams.
It was. And apparently they had just confirmed after many, many years that originally they were going to do a scene where you see him like do something magical and turn into the genie. And unfortunately, like most productions, it got cut out and people just decided to leave it as a mystery. It was even voiced by Robin Williams for that very purpose. And I thought that was
Wait,
cool.
this is no ordinary lamb.
Yes. All right.
Diamond in the rough.
Ah. So, where were we? Are we at the true story of Keel? Is that where we're at? Yes, we are. So, we have one story. Ooh, it's quite long. I guess, unless you want to read it, I can read it since you took the last two and you did
I'm
sing
eating
them.
up all the oxygen from this room.
No. Oda, you can eat all the oxygen you want.
I certainly hope so, because this is an airtight room.
If I start croaking, you'll know why, everyone. So, this is by Aru, and it's the story of Keel. It all started in the first betas of the game, when it wasn't yet possible to thoroughly playing it. The story of Xeris and Keel. The two best friends fought side by side to maintain peace in Midgar. Varys always thought his friend Keel was a little strange, a little dark perhaps. But he never paid much attention to it. Countless times Keel helped Xeris, leading Xeris to trust him. Big mistake it was. On a mission, the king of Pantera ordered Keel and Xeris to kill the gremlins and goblins attacking a small town. It was not such a complicated and dangerous mission, however Xeris had a strange feeling about it. Careful to those feelings, Keel and Xeris left for the mission. On their arrival to the village, they stopped and talked to the citizens to collect the necessary information and carried on to the areas described to them. It did not take long to find the lair of the creatures. Even though there weren't many, they were still enough to disturb the peace of the citizens. The battle didn't last long. Perhaps it took only an hour to end it all. After Xeris finished, he tried looking for his friend Keel, but he couldn't find him around. He asked soldiers if they had seen him, but the answer was always negative. He started to look around, but he couldn't find him. While searching, he ran into a strange child with a face white as snow, which caught his eye. Xeris approached the child and asked if he had seen his friend. The boy only nodded his head and ran. Xeris followed him, but the boy was running too fast. And shortly he lost sight of the boy and reached an abandoned building. Curiosity is not always a good thing in a person. Xeris wanted to find his friend so bad. So he entered the abandoned building. Big mistake again. Oh, hello, Kibukamura and Lanista.
Kibukimura!
Woohoo! And if anyone's following along, there are little pictures to go with this, so it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
It was dark, and just the rays of light passing through small cracks which could not illuminate beyond 1 meter. Xeris heard piercing screams from the bottom of the building. Frightened, he took a sword and he advanced. While looking sharply, a little light let him see some clarity. He entered the first room and saw something terrible. Any person would be scared to see that thing, but the courage of Xeris didn't stop him, and continued moving forward. Equipments and machines of torture throughout the room, bloodstains and weird things made Xeris even more worried for his friend. Another scream broke the moment. Xeris left the room and continued his progress. What he saw this time was even worse than what he had seen earlier. In each room he entered, he saw amputated parts of human bodies, while he listened to the wails and sobs. Xerus, seeing and hearing such terrible things, was slowly losing his mind. His body trembled to watch that horror. The disease to save his friend was already been, the desire to save his friend has already been lost. Screams, cries, laments, and only 1 minute of silence, and suddenly a familiar voice brought him back to reality. Xerus immediately knew who he was, so he quickly turned and ran to see him, but the darkness of the place did not allow him to see clearly. Xerus focused on the enigmatic presence that was in front of him and ran to meet him. The more he approached, the more he noticed something weird about the body. His features and measures weren't like he remembered. He thought it was the atmosphere and the light that has clouded his vision, but he kept running. Arriving in front of him, he froze. A chill ran down his spine. Sweat covered his sight again. He wanted to run, but his body did not respond, just trembled at the presence of him. Keel's face was completely different. White, expressionless, and parts of his skin torn. His hands had claws like a demon, and each side had masks with them. In his right hand was holding a head of a person, his clothes covered by bloodstains. Xerus wanted to scream, but his voice did not come out. Ooh, see, lovely pictures. Ironic laughter of Keel at Xerus brought him to sanity. He knew he had to end his friend's life there. In fleeting movements, Xerus thrust his sword on Keel. He thought his nightmare was over, but Keel was still laughing. Xerus scared, and in a blink of an eye, Keel moved his left hand. Xerus did not realize what Keel did, and tried to attack him again, but he couldn't feel his sword. He looked over his right shoulder and realized he has lost his right arm. Pain flooded Xerus and started running towards the exit. Xerus thought it was over, but again he sees Kale and found himself in the same place. He realized he had not even left the room yet. Kale kept on laughing, and Xerus fell further in dementia. Kale moved his left hand again, and this time took the other arm of Xerus. He fell to his knees. He didn't know if the pain threshold had already passed or losing his mind kept him from feeling anything. Kale one more time approached, smiled again, and whispered something in his ear. For a second, Xerus looked around. There was a host of heads and flasks in the room. He turned his head to look at Kale, but the room gave a turn and he ended up looking at Kale's feet. Since then, every night, Kale is sitting and waiting for a new victim to arrive.
Ooh, jeez.
Ooh, scary. It's very nicely written.
Yeah, you know, the pictures I think really help with telling this story.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of severed heads and a lot of blood and such. You know.
Just a few severed heads. Let's see. We can skip mine, I guess. So, we also have The Fall of a Fortress. Oh my god, that one's long. So many long ones. Did you want to read any of these?
I could read yours.
You want to read mine?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is by me because apparently I was told I needed to write something. So this one is... Here you go.
I've been told I need to write something scary, so here is my attempt. Scrape, Part 1 by CM Varitas. Scrape. His eyes opened. Had he heard something? His head turned into the darkness. The moon's rays peeked through the curtains. The room was silent. The blues giving the room
Oh, I messed up there.
the restful bliss he had so wished for. He had been adventuring all day. Not the best day, but he did get a few trinkets he planned to sell in Prontera tomorrow. He gave the room another glance, and then turned over to go back to sleep. Scrape. Scrape. His eyes popped open once again. He heard that this time. He sat up quickly and grabbed his sword. The room was still. Nothing was moving. But this sounded closer. This sounded like he was in the room. He checked along the floors, just in case it was a rodent dragging something along the floor. That's probably what it was, he told himself. There was nothing though. The room consisted of his bed, a chair, dresser, and a small table, but not much else. He looked at his armor, and it was still. There was a bag of loot, but he didn't see it moving. Scrape. This time he was awake for it. It was in front of him, but his eyes deceived him. There was nothing. His heart stopped. His blood went cold. He could feel it looking at him, watching him. The silence suddenly became deafening as he strained to hear anything. Then he realized he could hear a labored breath. To be continued.
Thank you.
Very well. I love that story. That's great. Very creepy.
I haven't had time to finish
builds
it.
up the tension. You gotta finish it.
I know. Well, see, that's what's in parts. So I got part 1, part 2.
You gotta sell it as DLC.
Yeah, exactly. My downloadable content.
Early access, and then
yes, exactly.
you can zoom in a little bit so people can see.
Oh yeah.
Who's joining you?
Who is joining us? Let's see. Where's everybody? Oh, look at this. Oh, there's Nor. He'd come to say hello.
Nor.
So
Why isn't he in here reading?
he is hiding,
He should come in here and read.
but that's okay. I think I should do something real quick, just to have fun right now. While we're waiting, because we have a nice long story to read. Ah, of course he's cheating by having this giant pumpkin thing.
Pumpkin chicken.
Yes. Let's see if I can get this to work. Nah, let's do this for... Will it work? Ah, it won't work. Not while I'm like this. Ah! Oh my gosh, the thing is adorable. Where did he come from?
Huh.
What the heck? Did you see that?
Yeah, it's still there. It's like
What is
a
it?
ghost with a pumpkin on its head.
Nor, what is that thing? The thing is adorable. I want that.
Is that something
jealous.
that's always there? I think that's a picky.
I think that's part of our
Yeah,
Halloween
ghost.
special that he's showing off.
Well, you guys make sure to purchase this cool Halloween item.
Let me see if I can get this to work. Alright, let's try this again. Oh! Alpaca. Let's see, is it in the mounts? I'm gonna look at all the mounts. Any mounts? Look at all this. Oh, it is the Phantom Racer, speed 170.
Can you see a preview when you click on these?
Yeah.
Can you go through all of the mounts you guys have? I'm kind of curious.
So, all these cool things.
By the way, that rickshaw. Well, it's not really what I proposed to them, but it's kind of descended from that, I suppose.
Oh, see, get ready for Christmas.
Merlion? You can really get a Merlion?
You can get a Merlion.
That's awesome. Wait, what's that one up there?
Which one? This one?
Above that? Meow Sedan? You can have little cats
Yes.
take you around?
Yes.
That's great.
Adorable. Or a red-footed tortoise. Look at that cute guy.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Let's see, what else we got here? Ah!
Tigers. That's very cool.
Tigers, lions, and bears. Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Yeah.
Ooh, oh, we didn't get to see the beginning ones. So let's see if that'll... God, look at that.
Kum Kum Ang Pang. Of course.
Cuties.
Got a little reindeer. Little elephant.
Got elephants.
Oh, rocket. I like that. A little
rocket?
sci-fi.
I bet you that one.
Oh, okay. That would be my choice.
Right there.
Mhm.
The mech warrior. Yeah.
Absolutely. You always got to go with the mech.
Oh, that's so cute.
See, that one's really nice too.
Or, there's the alpaca mount.
Oh, I remember when there was a contest to
So, it will be out in the shop after Monday's maintenance. So, oh, the Phantom, I want that. Can I have that, Nora, please? Can I
Man,
have
you
it?
guys have some pretty cool stuff.
I know, it's adorable, is what that is. And no one can see me. That's up. Alright, let me do my thing. Because I want to make this very creepy and fun for this next one. So let's see if I can do this. So you're all watching me do this. Which, gonna get to work? No! Of course not. Because nothing wants to work when I do it. 4, 2.
Yeah, it's always rough when you're trying to do spawning stuff.
Yeah. See if it'll. Oh well.
Oh, that was the thing.
I was trying to get to work, but it wouldn't work. That's okay.
Is Nor able to make that?
Possibly. If he's paying attention, he might want to bring some ghosts around. I'm just saying. But where was I? Oh yes, we were at The Fall of a Fortress. Author, Fabulous Fawn. Hello, Fabulous. Are you fabulous? Are you watching? Because, yes.
Well, and if not, they can watch on our YouTube channel after that goes online.
Alright.
I found her number.
What? No. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Deep red curtains spilled to the floor, enclosing the chamber. The main hall lay quietly in darkness. Within the closed-off room, firelight flickered, electric blue. Albert's muffled voice bled through the draperies. Plea! With a sudden crunch, his voice was cut abruptly short. A female laughed in the following silence, her voice liquid and velvety. A flurry of noises followed, clicking and crunching, wet smacking. A rush of tapping sounds vibrated across the floor. Bright purple light flared, a burst of hot air billowing in the rich drapes. A strong, rank scent oozed through the fabric. A distant metallic clanking began. Oh! There he is! Whee! Okay.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
I am now a ghost. I know, I'm so distracted. That's not a part of the story. Let's see. Ah, yay! I'm a ghost! This is the best part. I like being a ghost. Alright, where was I? Oh, yes. Yay! We're ghosts!
So, like when you jump, that's when you got the... That's really neat. So you're kind of like,
Okay. Ah, that was adorable. Can't dance as a ghost.
What?
We got moves. Look at this. We got the moves. We can do this.
You always want to be able to dance when you're a ghost, you know what I'm saying?
Just dance. One day. We just have to get our groove back. Woohoo!
Much like Stella.
Yeah. Alright, where was I? Oh, yes. A flurry of noises followed. Oh, yeah, read that. A strong, rank scent oozed through the fabric. A distant metallic clanking began, followed by faint growling, shuffling footsteps growing louder. The flapping of wings approached, accompanied by heavy rumbling. Under it all, the faint drip of fluid splattered on a cold stone floor. The clock in the main hall struck 6, making her jump. An ancient scroll lay sprawled upon beside her, trailing onto the floor. She knew she shouldn't be doing this. Pyromancy was a forte, not this. Yet if she didn't try, then who would? Not that twit Stia, the great Stia, she snorted. The jack-o'-lantern Stia had carved hours earlier, smirked lopsidedly at her. It's a tradition, Stia had scolded. Before plopping the giant pumpkin in the middle of the table, she had scowled back. Happy Halloween, Stia had said, staking her tongue out as she left the room. Shaking her head, she turned back to the boiling pot. She needed to focus. Stirring the brew, she added the last ingredient. The mixture began to harden. This was a tricky part. Carefully, she grabbed the mass with a pair of tongs and submerged it in another vat. A violent purple smoke erupted. Shielding herself, she gingerly pulled the mass out from the depths. A vibrant blue gemstone glowed between the tongs. Carefully, she balanced the stone atop the small dais in the center of the room, or dais. It wobbled, spinning drunkenly, hovering. That's not right, she thought. Turning, she reached for the scroll. What's that? A voice inquired behind her. She froze, groaning inwardly, before turning to face Stia. It's nothing, she muttered. Stia eyed the stone skeptically for a moment before turning an eager gaze back towards her. It's almost time, she chimed. Come on, she urged, dragging the protesting Lucy from the room. No one witnessed the glowing stone shatter. At least, no one who could tell. Happy Halloween, Stia trilled. Descending the staircase leading to Frontera's castle, she surveyed the throng before her. The crowd milled about. Everyone had turned in their best costumes, eager for the annual Halloween event. She couldn't suppress the delight. She loved Halloween. She spent weeks preparing. No thanks to Albert. She was supposed to help her, but no one had seen him in the last hour. Ooh. This is when we need our Spanish speakers to be here. Help us out, guys.
Yeah, my Spanish is it's been a long time. I can recognize like generally what's kind of being said, and I can remember a little bit, but a lot of the nouns and verbs and adverbs and adjectives I don't remember very well. So lo siento, our ability in Spanish is muy malo. Que la nada.
Oh, sorry. So, descending the staircase, throngs, the crowd milled about. Everyone had turned out in their best costumes, eager for the annual Halloween event. She couldn't suppress her delight. She loved Halloween. She'd spent weeks preparing. No thanks to Albert. Oops. She was supposed to help her, but no one had seen him in the last hour. When does it start? She asked, turning her bright purple eyes to Lucy. Lucy sighed in response. With a pout of annoyance, Stia turned back to the crowd, raising her staff. She began to channel her magic. Magician Firewall summoned her famed firewall, the flaming barrier surrounding them. With another sigh, Lucy channeled her meteor storm. The wind stirred as the great black cloud materialized above them. With a sudden crack, the bolts of lightning shot down. Simultaneously, explosions sounded all around. Great meteors crashed into the plaza, shooting sparks of red-hot stone high into the sky. The surrounding crowd began spamming spells, bright lights flaring left and right. The lag unbearable. I love it when they add in the reality. Stia turned to Lucy, laughing, but Lucy looked on, horrified. Turning her eyes to the crowd, Stia barely had time to take in the great flaming portals now blazing amidst the skill spam before things began surging through them. Suddenly, voices were screaming, bodies pushed forward, some tumbling into the firewall, their singed screams echoing in the rising chaos. Those closest to the portals were the first to fall. A winged eye swept its gaze over them, immobilizing the group, before a giant spiked boulder tumbled forward, showering them with fire. Small splinters of rock tumbled from its sides before shooting at the crowd. Bodies collapsed limply to the floor. Ooh, this is getting dangerous. Ghostly phantom soldiers swarmed, swinging giant swords that were all too real. Farther out, growling undead scrabbled over fallen bodies, bright red blood spilling from their mouths down their chests as they feasted. A group of Deverucci ran laughing maniacally after stragglers, poking them with their tiny spears. I really like Deverucci, they're adorable. Deluge, you idiot! A voice was yelling in her ear. She turned dumbly to see Lucy was tugging her arm frantically, pointing at the firewall. Oh! She thought mechanically. She spun her wand, summoning a great tide. Instantly, the flame barrier sizzled out, and terrified people surged up the stairs. Come on, Lucy yelled, dragging up the steps. The mob burst through the castle door, rushing to the main chamber before stumbling to a halt in the darkness. Why are the torches out? Firewall panted as they stopped. Albert? Lucy called in the darkness, summoning a fireball. She raised it high. 8 red eyes glittered from a furry black mass dangling from the ceiling. Sharp black fangs twitched, clicking quietly before the giant spider dropped onto the crowd. Sia ran, the shrieks fading behind her, heels clattering on the tile where she ran her chamber. As she turned into the main wall, a wicked female voice laughed, stopping her in her tracks. Oh, there's more people! Sorry, I'm distracted. I see running.
Yeah, make sure to call out their names when you see people come. It can be a little hard to see the names.
Hi, so we got Tawatatsu, Lithic, Mugen Josie, and someone ran off. I saw her. She ran off. She was. Oh, there she is. Salsa. Salsas? Salsa. Ah! What was that? Yes, it's Salsas! Woohoo! Alright, where was I? The mob burst in the castle door. Oh, yes. Come on, yelled Lucy, dragging her up her steps. The mob burst through the castle door. Oh, wait. Oh, where? Sia ran, the shrieks fading behind her, heels clattering on the tiles. She ran for her chamber. As she turned into the hall, a wicked female voice laughed, stopping her in her tracks. The red curtains on her door twitched, orange firelight seeping into the hall. Seated atop the king's throne, a beautiful woman reclined. Violent magenta eyes flashed, her long claws twitching as she sneered, amused. A giant spindly body stooped past Dia, swishing aside the curtains. Striped socks stretched up beside her. Giant hands wielding a black sky toward over her. Atop its shoulders, her jack-o'-lantern growled, jagged teeth smirking lopsided at her as it swung its scythe.
Very nice. I like that.
Very. See where are we at? 144.
Kenhiro, ellos están leyendo historias que escribieron en el foro algunos usuarios por el evento de Halloween. Kenhiro, they are reading stories that were written on the forum by algunos, I forget, something users for an event of Halloween. That I can mostly understand.
That's okay. All else fails, you get to see us attempt to read Spanish, which is always fun. Oh, there's this. I can help. There we go. Sweet. Is that what you were reading? Yeah, nice. Nor, lol. Cool. So very good Spanish.
I gotta jump back into RO1 right now, help with
Alright.
Next week's stuff.
Well, thank you for coming out, CM Oda.
Thank you very much. Very nice talking to you guys, and some really awesome stories. Very suspenseful, scary, and very, very well written. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you to VMod Salsa
Yes.
for collecting these stories.
These are all CM Salsa's little thing, or VM Salsa's thing. It's all good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hasta luego. I will see you guys later.
Alright, and see, I'm not as great as my Portuguese last week, but it'll do. Yes, your Portuguese was very, was epic. Yeah, you're right, I think you nailed it. Alright, so we have our last story. We might have enough time to do it. It is called, the title is Raiden Curse Hunting Stories, The Unknown Entity. And this is by X Levice. Ooh. So let's see how this goes. Are you ready, everyone? Ready? Alright. Hi, I am Raiden Curse, the Master Hunter. I hunt for a living. I am almost always in the woods, sometimes in the hills and mountains. What I'm about to tell you is a story about one of my experiences hunting. I feel like I should do this in a very manly voice. Maybe it's like, I was out hunting in the woods of Payon Forest. I am accompanied by my partner, Awik. He's a medium-sized hawk with a sharp claws and thick feathers. Being too galvanized and focused by the thrill of the hunt, I did not notice the time and it's getting dark. I decided to camp out there. There's not a soul within 50 miles, I bet. It was cold, like, well, below freezing. So I had a roaring campfire. Awik the hawk was in and out. He'd wandered off for a while, get cold, and come back for the warmth. I attached a bell collar so I could know where he is. I was drinking Groofentail. I'm gonna assume there's a bad word in there because there's a little smiley face. And eating heavenly sausages, so I'm not paying much attention to his whereabouts. It's pitch black out there other than the stars. So after about 25 minutes, I hadn't seen Awak. So I call him. Nothing. I call louder. Nothing for about 4 minutes. I hear his bell. I heard screech. So I'm relieved. I heard his bell behind me, which is odd. The tree line was in front of me, where he had been flying around earlier. Thinking he was nearby, I relaxed and refocused on chopping some more wood for the campfire. I could faintly hear his bell jingling behind me still, sometimes closer or further, and I figured he was doing the hawk's job and scouting all around. I'd say about 40 minutes goes by, and I hadn't heard his bell or seen him. So I call him again, and I get up to walk towards the tree line. A few big dark trees of Payon is in front of me. I light my fairly bright lamp around, and into the trees. Nothing, no sound, no sight. I'm starting to get nervous, and getting the willies, or whatever you want to call it. I hear some crunches in the woods, like sticks and stuff breaking. Not knowing where my hawk is, or much of anything other than, okay, I'm going back to the fire where my gun is. I get back to my campfire when I hear absolute panic screeching from directly in front of me, from the tree line. You can never mistake a hound dog's panic bark from a bay or a yip or whatever else. It's unlike anything. Tearing across the field is my hawk at full tilt. It seems that he's having problems with his right wing and desperately struggling to go towards me. Here's the creepy part. No bell. He had his collar on, and the bell was attached by a paste made from the eggs of an ungoliant, so it won't come off easily. I'm so sure that I need to get out of there immediately, so I carried Awak and exit the deep forest. Up to this day, I still have no clue who or what was wearing that bell behind me a few hours on the deep woods of Payon Forest. Yes. Creepy. Very creepy. Let's see, can I what is Kisco Sour? Kind of sounds. So, that was all of our stories for today. We have 10 minutes. Have no applause. Yay! And look, we have everyone's come to join and dance. Because you can dance if you want to. Because if you can't dance, you know, all that fun stuff. So who else has joined us today? So we got, oh, there's somebody else. I see more people. Yay! Oh, that's how cute. Little one. Pickleish. Pickleish is adorable, and Pickleish is an adorable little doll. I just want to point that out. That is cute. It's kind of freaky. All this kind of freaky. And Nojra is the cool guild. And the nub. Really? You're the cool guild? So now I feel as though I need to get screenshots because that's what I like to do. I'm gonna stand in the middle of everyone. Yes. And maybe turn around. This is awesome. So I tested the Halloween quest. Should be working now. Just so far everyone should know. And if you see me leaning to the side of the camera, that's because the screen is over here. Over there now. So that's where all everyone's words are. But everyone's picture. I look very studious. I'm thinking a lot. So here's our lovely printer. Screenshots. Salsa, you're doing great. Just keep on dancing. Do your thing. Alright, and I need to dance because it's just not right if we're not all dancing. So, while we're waiting, we're doing our fun thing here. Does anyone have any real life ghost stories they want to share with the Warp Portal Twitch chat? Because I love ghost stories. I don't know if anyone follows my Twitch. I do have or not my Twitch, my Twitter. I've been having fun sharing YouTube horror films. Wow, look at that cape. That cape is starched. That is just... Norjor's cape is very starched as well. So apparently, whenever any of us wear capes and do the whole thing, our capes do this strange thing. I have no idea what's going on. But I'm jealous of everyone else's outfit. Well, they do like red and black and white. I don't know if y'all... So, I'm gonna share some fun ghost stories, I think. Let's see, what was the last ghost story? So, I keep saying sometimes I think there's, I'm pretty sure our house is haunted by a small black cat. And it is the weirdest thing possible. Because you'll be running around, and the funny thing is, in our neighborhood, since we've moved in, our neighbors have always had black cats. Even when they move, someone ends up with another black cat. And I kept thinking that it was their black cat. But since we moved in, all the time I look around and I see a little black furry thing running across the ground. And scares the crap out of me all the time. But at the same time, I'm an animal lover, so I don't mind being haunted by a small black cat. That's my ghost story. But some fun tales if you've also never heard. I love following ghost stories, and one of the most terrifying, one of those places I will never go. But if you are a ghost hunter of any sort or just love scaring the crap out of yourself, is Glep Castle in Ireland. I believe it's Ireland. Please someone correct me if I'm wrong. There are stories of ancient druids who haunt the grounds. There is this thing that is widely known as an elemental and tends to be followed by the smell of sulfur. I do not know why. This is not an unusual thing. There are many stories around the world of spirits or what one might call demonic forces that are followed by the smell of sulfur. Usually those are the bad ones. You don't want the sulfur ones. It usually means you're very angry. But yeah, so fun places to visit. Other than that, the grounds look very nice. It's got an old haunted chapel, which is a great example of I believe it was built in I have no idea. It was built a long time ago, and I love old places. If you're in the California area, obviously you have Winchester Mansion. I hear there's a lot of great ghost stories there. Mrs. Winchester built that cape thing is driving me nuts. Look at that cape. If anyone's online watching this, that cape is hilarious. I look like I went to town with the starch and an iron. Oh, this outfit is really cool. It's kind of like a, I don't want to say dominatrix bunny, but kind of looks that way. No, there we go. It is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of a scary little thing. And I want those wings. Those wings are awesome. Oh my god, the little fetish doll dances. Oh my god, who animated this little doll is adorable. And is killing me slowly. Where is it? Oh my god, that thing is adorable. Oh god! So, we have a lot of cool stuff. We've got the Halloween stuff coming in. We have the mount. The Halloween quest should be working pretty fine, and we are aware that there may be some English issues that might need to be worked on. But other than that, it works, and it gets you these awesome cape and a hat, I noticed. I have the cape. I don't know if I have the hat. Do I have the hat? I don't know where my hat went. Yeah, y'all get to see my inventory. It's not very exciting. It's not a very exciting inventory. I have sealskin. That's what I have. Oh. Okay, I don't have the hat. But it's adorable. I highly recommend doing it. You get lots of fun stuff. Also, I want to remind everyone, we are going to be having the merge soon. So please, please, please do not be alarmed. We are expected to have an extended maintenance that day. Let me try and get the forum post for that. So anyone who has not, I repeat, has not read the news thing or gone online or checked whatever, go ahead, check it out. I know it's got a lot of people scared, but I swear it'll be a fun thing. Get lots of new friends or enemies. You know, guild against, oh my gosh, there's black magic things going on. Let's see, events. Where did I put it? I did not put it there. It's the old one. Oh, everyone welcome CM Eden. Well, you all know. You all know that CM. She's been around forever. And she's awesome. And, oh, there it is. I'm blind. So, for anyone who has not seen the notes, please check them out now. Be warned. And it will be happening October 26th, which I believe is next Monday. So if you're logging in and you realize that the game is not live yet, that's because we are fixing things. Or trying to make sure they don't break. But I know that Noor and everyone has been working really hard to try and make sure that this is as smooth as possible. So please do not panic. They'll all be good. Ooh, more ghosts! I love ghosts. I'm distracted. I'm like a magpie. They always tell me that. Cool things and little ghosts. Now the ghost has spiraling black stuff all over it. They're adorable. I want to be able to do this all the time. Just little ghosts everywhere all the time. I might do that. Let's see. Can I do anything? Oh, I'm clicking things. Ah, it's how cute! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! It's adorable! Oh my gosh! I just want to be that. I want to quest in a dangerous area looking like a cute little ghost with a pumpkin head. Because, I mean, what could be more dangerous than a cute little ghost with a pumpkin head? Okay. I'm gonna do one last shot. So here's our little story party. It's like a book club. It's our little book club, everybody. Say hello. Smile. Oh, I can't get everyone. There. Wait, let me get everyone. Aww, we lost somebody. There's more ghosts! Oh my gosh, okay. Let me take a eat you. Red! And then I'm gonna go try and become a ghost. Excuse me, everyone. You're all gonna watch me try and become a ghost. Where are the ghosts? Where's the ghost? Oh my gosh, the little ghosts are going everywhere. The ghosts are in the ground. I'm a ghost! I'm a ghost! Why are the ghosts in the ground? That's interesting. I guess it would make sense. I guess if their body's in the ground. Whee! Okay, I gotta take a new picture. I'm gonna take a new picture. Everyone, gather around, gather around. Group shot! Group shot! Fun group shots. Anybody? Oh, I guess I'm gonna jump around and fly. It's like my character has his own mind now. Yeah! Group shots! Group shots. It's gonna confuse everyone. I have no idea who's who. I could be that ghost or that ghost. I don't know. Alright. But that concludes our Salsa Spooky Stories for today. Thank you for coming out and joining us. It was a lot of fun. I want to definitely have everyone come back. Come tell more stories. And yes, Kubikumara says, oh my god, I love the clothes of the Soul Maker. So cute. Our drop, I wanted the Crescentia have clothes so cute like these. I don't know, but Nor might be able to explain that, or I can look that up. But first, I have to end this thingy, and I will be at work. You can also contact me online, PM me, CM Veritas, Facebook. Go to the Ragnarok online Facebook. I will respond there as well. So, yes. Have fun, everyone. Bye.